Victor, we are live, sir. You and your pearly whites.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Let's get it. Well, hello there, and welcome to Tangy Tea of Life. Here's where we talk about any and everything. I'm your host, Veronica. Victor, oh my God, you so stupid. Welcome to Tangy Tea of Life, guys. I'm your host, Veronica. So glad to be back with you guys tonight. After a long night Tuesday, me sweating here by myself with the sheriff and the chief of police of Darlington. I can breathe tonight because I have my family here with me. Yes. I was a total wreck Tuesday, guys. I must apologize to the viewers because I did not have it together. I really didn't. I did not have it together. Stumbling over words. And, that's my biggest fear. I've been in radio for so long, over 20 years, but that's a big fear of mine. Coming across words that I don't see every day and stumbling across them. Like, I'm not good with big words. I'm not going to lie. Like, like T.I. and all them be using those big fancy words and sentences and things like that. That's not me. That's not me. I can admit it. Like, I'm simple with everything in this thing called life. Anyway.
I'm going to give you a big pen for big words, okay?
Welcome, my co-host, Victor, back to the show.
What's going on? Hey, we turned tonight.
What you got in there? What you got in that glass?
Some spiritual holy water.
Oh. Well, okay then. Praise God.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome back, my girl Tori with Keep the Faith podcast.
What's that? Eat clean, love God.
Eat clean, love God. Train dirty. Woo! Oh, we see all that, girl.
All of it.
Yes.
Oh. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Oh yes.
My brother Fatine, all the way from New York, WBLS radio station.
Oh yeah, in his house. That's right. Mm-hmm.
Yes, welcome back, family. I'm so glad to see y'all faces. Y'all know I missed you when, I'm doing a show by myself. It's like, but I'm so glad to have you guys with me tonight. So we have an email letter, and let's jump right into it. It's similar to a letter that we had before, but hey, they write in, so let's try to help them out. Another relationship letter. All right. We became experts in helping people out when it comes to relationships.
Well, I need to write a letter then. Shit.
You leave the writing to me, brother. Just
Okay. Here we
That's
go.
inside, y'all. That's inside.
Yeah, we know.
We do know.
All right, here we go, family. It says, "Hi, Veronica. I love your show. Now let's see if you can help me out. I have trust issues and are afraid to commit. I really like this guy and I see myself with him for the long haul, but I'm having trust issues due to previous relationships. I've been cheated on, mentally, physically, emotionally abused in the past with people I thought were the one I would be with for a lifetime. I'm so afraid of being hurt again to the point I have my guard up at all times. I want to let this man who I've been seeing for about 6 months now, have a piece of my heart, but I don't know how. He seemed to be a really great guy, the man I've prayed about and asked God to send my way. He's been nothing but nice in every way possible. He looks good, smells good, dressed nice, and highly intelligent. I'm afraid that if I don't let my guard down and let this man love me the way I should be loved, that he will be well on his way to someone else. We do not have an intimate relationship. That's the part that scares me. I don't want to give him a part of me and then things go sour. Should I stop overthinking life and just let this man love me? Okay. Well, 6 months with this guy. You know, I've said this plenty of times on the show. We actually said it plenty of times on the show that you can't move on to something new when you are still holding on to the past. You can't move into something new. You still got the hurt from the past. You're going to take that hurt from the past into your new relationship, which is not good. So you have to let go of that first before you can actually move on to someone else. Everyone out here isn't out to hurt you. It's okay to let your guard down. Just because that last man or that last woman hurt you in your relationship doesn't mean that this new person is going to come in and do the same thing. There is still good people out there. You said you pray for a man like this. So what's the problem? How about if this is the man that God brought in your life? This is the man that you was looking for. This is the guy. But you're not going to know that if you keep that guard up and not let this man in. Sometimes we just have to step aside and let our guard down, and because you never know if this is the love of your life. You know what I'm saying? You don't know if this is the love of your life or not. You don't know where the love of your life is hiding, when they're coming, how they're going to arrive. You don't know. But in your letter, you said that you've been praying for a good man, right? So this could be the good man. I don't know too many men that's going to stick around for 6 months and not have sex with you. So one, that's a good look. I mean, you know what I'm saying? He treats you good. I feel like you need to let your guard down and let this man in. But first, you need to clear that hurt, that mindset that you have, because you're going to continue to keep that mindset with this man as well. Victor?
My whole thing is I don't understand why women keep holding out on sex. That's in every new relationship. The older they get, sex is always the final step, and I always thought marriage was the final step. So, the only thing I can say to her, is, ma'am, please, like Veronica said, let your past relationships go. But a lot of women don't know how to let things just flow. Don't try to force the sex, and hopefully he's not forcing the sex on you. But if it happens, let it be naturally and happen. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to try and have sex with somebody. Just let things happen. And sometimes when women think that we are actually looking for sex, we're really not. He might be, one of these guys that want to wait to marriage. I mean, that's something that they need to talk about. Besides her coming up with all these assumptions that y'all love doing all the time. So that's what I'm gonna say for now.
Tori?
Who's y'all, Victor?
WOMEN, women.
Well, I would say, just like Veronica says, she needs to allow herself time to heal. If she hasn't completely healed, she needs to heal from her past before she can move on. And she should, but I understand if she's had a hurtful and painful past by her taking things lightly. I understand that. But in order for her to move forward, she has got to heal. And I say once she heals, I wouldn't rush it. Once she heals, then I will move forward. But 6 months, Um,
That's a long time. That's a
It's
long time.
yeah, that's what I'm about to say.
Really?
But
Really? Really?
6 months, but listen, 6 months, people still can pretend in 6 months. People can pretend for 6 months to be something that they're not. So I can understand her taking her time. But I would say for her to heal and for her to take her time. Don't rush things. You'll
So you
know when
don't
it's
think they
ready.
should
And
have a conversation?
hopefully, if he here's the thing, if he's the one, he will be patient and he'll wait. He
Why?
will
Why?
be.
Why, Tori? Why he got to be on her timetable?
I didn't say him. I'm saying if listen, she can't if she's not ready, she should not jump into something she's not ready to. But what I'm saying is there's not a certain timetable. She has to move forward when she's ready. But what I'm saying is if that's the one, then he will wait. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying it had to be on a certain timetable, but if he's really into her like that, he will wait. He will wait.
So, team.
Do y'all remember Def Jam comedy? Where
Yeah.
Russell Simmons would come out at the end and say, "Good night, folks. Thank y'all for coming." Well,
God bless.
that's what we gonna do right now because this is done. Thank y'all for coming. We done because this is it. Very simple. Very simple here. First of all, you are not healed. That's the number one. So you can't move on. Tori, excuse me. Veronica made mention, Tori made mention about healing and moving on. You need to heal and moving on. You need to heal before you move on because what happens is you bring that baggage into that next relationship. That's number one. Number two, how do you know that you are healed and ready for another relationship? See, that's the question we have to really kind of look into. How do we know we're ready? Is it time? Do we stay out of relationships? The only thing we can give opinion, we can give examples. What I example or my example don't mean it's going to be fit for her. But what I will say is that just, in a past relationship, past marriage, and it didn't work, I didn't worry about so much of the issue, what was wrong with my ex-spouse. I looked in the mirror and said, okay, what did I do wrong and how could I improve myself? But one of the things that I took, and it's interesting, y'all talk about 6 months. I took off maybe about 4 months, 3 to 4 months before I started dating again. And when I mean dating, just going out and having fun. No commitment, no seriousness, anything. And I think what happens when you start to date and no commitment, then you are able to judge where you're at, how far, where you're going, this, that, and other. Because you date don't mean you're being committed. I can't sit there and say about the intimacy part because you're dating. We in 2021. Some people are gonna say, no, that ain't happening. I'm keeping my legs closed. And then some people, depend on what the relationship is the intimacy. We separate intimacy from this whole thing about relationships, and I'm tired of doing that, and I'm stopping that, and I'm with Victor on that. Stop it. It's just like the holding sex, like sex is here and a relationship is here. It's all together. So you make a decision, and whatever you're going to do, and you put on your grown woman panties, and be honest what you want to do and how you want to go. Victor is right. She should not look at the perspective. She wants to wait, Tori. She has a right to wait. But that doesn't mean that the man has to wait. So at the end of the day, look, you're not healed. And if you have pain, you're not ready for a serious committed relationship. Give yourself a little bit of time. And then I just recommend go out on dates, go out on a dinner date, go to the movies, go to a car show, do something that you still out there, meeting people and conversing with people, but nothing serious. So you don't have no pressure on you and don't put no pressure on nobody else.
I feel like a lot of women want that title though, that title of girlfriend, when they get into a relationship instead of dating and just hanging out for 6 months, 8 months, 9 months. So I'm still your friend. I'm still who you're going out with. I'm still, you know, that homegirl. We're going bowling. We're going skating. We going to the movies, but I'm still just your homegirl. Like I said, a lot of females want that title girlfriend because it seemed like a title that meaning that you are committing to me and me only. You know what I'm saying?
What if you're not ready for that? If you're not ready
No, I'm
for
saying
that
if that
commitment,
woman is ready if that woman is ready for that committed relationship, we
then
want
what?
to hear that title as girlfriend.
Well, relationships are two ways, right?
Yeah.
So if he's not ready, I can't worry about what her issue from the perspective of commitment. Now, if she needs that commitment, then this person is not for her, and that's all to it. But you can't put pressure because after 6 months, I want this title of girlfriend, and this person may not be ready.
Yeah. I mean, according to her letter, she's not ready. A lot of people are asking, what did they miss? Hello, everyone, for joining. We have an email letter where this young lady is afraid of commitment. She have a guard up because of her past relationships of being hurt by someone that she thought she would be with for a lifetime. So she's actually seeing this guy for 6 months now. They're not intimate. And she's scared to let her guard down, but she think that this is the man for her. She's been praying, asking God to send her a man and, the right man. He smelled good. He looked good. He's educated and all of that. But she's afraid to let her guard down because of her past.
Well,
So
let me ask y'all a question. I want to ask the ladies this. If we not having sex, do I have to be monogamous? Can I date other people?
Good question.
I mean, I'm serious because you want me to be true. You want me to be 100% with you, but you're not giving me everything that I'm asking for. If I'm asking for that.
Let me answer that first, Veronica. For me, for Tori, if we're dating exclusively, and I'm abstaining, then I'm not the one for you that you need to be exclusive with. But if we're dating and it's not exclusive, when you're with me, respect me. But when you're over here, you're obligated to do whatever you need to do. I'm not gonna tell you if we're not exclusive and you're just dating. And when you're with me, is respect me. But when you're over here, do your thing. But it's like, you're gonna gravitate to whoever you want to be with exclusively. In my opinion, that's just my opinion. Because I'm not going to lower my standards for nobody. I'm going to stick to my guns regardless of who it is. That's just me. But like to answer your question, Victor, if we're exclusive, then I would want you to abstain like me. But if we're not and we're just dating, then I'm not going to expect you to be, because I'm not, then you can't go over here and do your thing. I'm not going to do that. I'll be wrong to say that. If we're not, I'll be wrong to say that. Like,
let me ask you something, Tori. Why what I'm not being funny, and I pretty much know where you're gonna go, but I just have to ask, what's the purpose of sustaining?
It's a choice that I made because I desire marriage and I want to wait until marriage. I've done things wrong before, and it's my desire that I want to wait. When you do things don't do things the right way, they mess up. So I want to do things the right way. And maybe a little late in the game, but I want to do things the right way. Because when you don't do things right, it don't work out. So that's my choice. I desire marriage and that's my choice to abstain. So anybody that's not going to respect that, then that's not the person for me.
Well, I mean, if somebody can respect it, y'all just won't be exclusive, right?
If they're gonna date me exclusive, they're gonna be abstain. They're gonna abstain. But like I said, if they're not, then I'm not the person for you.
But let me.
And I don't know why y'all so big on, and I don't know why you and Fatina so big on. You gotta have sex. There's a lot of people that I'm cool with. We're like cool, and we're not doing anything.
So
we're like really, really cool. you don't always have to go there to be, you don't always have
And I
to go
agree
there.
with you, but it's not that me and again, Victor has to speak for himself. But for me,
But I mean, y'all are always so big on sex. There's
No, we're
other
not so
things
big
besides
on it.
that.
I'm just saying, I'm just curious at as grown people that have kids. What's the? I mean, and in the bottom line, I know people who've done it like that, waited till they got married and they broke up. So, what is the right way? I don't like that terminology. The right way.
That's my choice. I have my
Right.
beliefs. I have my beliefs, and I'm not going to force my beliefs on nobody. But what I believe is that you're supposed to wait for marriage, and I did not do it the right way. So that's my belief, and I stand on that. And I'm not going to force my belief on anybody else. That's just my belief, and that's just what I'm going to do moving forward. And that's just my choice. And like I said, I'm not going to bend and stick and do for nobody. I don't care who. I'm not going.
And that's good. That's your choice. But long as you're being open and honest about it and with the other person, and you know that the other babe,
that's a conversation that we would have, of course.
I'm gonna tell you this. This is how I look at it. And if I was dating somebody who was abstaining and I really did like them, I know deep down they're never going to cheat because that's their belief. And I'm just going to go out there and do whatever it is I want to do because I know you ain't going to do nothing. Mm-hmm. Either at the least, or I'm saying the least, at the most, you going to just leave me. But at least I know you ain't doing nothing. So I'd feel better. So I'm just saying, you know, hey, kudos to you for that. But, you know, some guys think like that.
Well, here's my thing. If I'm with you or whoever and they're not doing what they say that they're going to do, then that's the cross they have to bear because karma comes back. It ain't got to be, it don't have to come back on you. You know, when karma comes back, it may not necessarily hit you. It could hit something. It could hit somebody that's close to you. So if you're doing somebody dirty, it's gonna come back. Trust and believe that. So if you do me wrong, it's on you.
Somebody may say you doing them wrong,
but that's a choice that you make.
So my karma is something my daddy did to my mama a couple of years ago.
I'm serious. I'm serious. I've seen
it comes back.
I've seen it happen. I've seen it happen where somebody did somebody and it didn't come back on them. It happened to somebody that was connected to them. It don't always have to come back on you. It can come back on be somebody that's close to you. Like I could do something, go out here and do something wrong, and it may not come back on me. Something could happen so it could come back on my son. It can come back on my mom. I've seen it happen. Point blank, period. I've seen it. I don't play no games with people's feelings. I just don't do that. So if that's a choice that a person makes, if you choose to cheat or do whatever, do people dirty, it's gonna come back on you. Trust and believe that. It may not come today, may not come tomorrow, may not come, right now, but it's coming. It's coming.
So Victor, you're saying that if you're in a relationship with someone and they're holding back, you're gonna be going out there and getting some on the side just because she wants to. But
because I know she ain't gonna do nothing.
So, but just like Sherry says, but you like her though. You like her. You have feelings for her. Why would you go out there and cheat, get some booty somewhere else just because she's not giving you any?
Veronica, we keep talking about this. Stop thinking sex and emotions go together. They don't. They don't. Stop. That has nothing to do with it.
You know what? I'm about to put my church finger up and exit this conversation. No. I already feel like I'm about to get pissed off.
Well, you. That's why your point of view is needed.
Once again, for you all, emotions and sex don't go together.
Some women too.
I have to have emotions to lay line with you. I'm sorry.
Right, we understand that. All we just saying at the end of the day, and we know that one size don't fit all. And no, Tori, no, I've said, and we may have different points of view, but we still respect your decision. But at the end of the day, Victor being honest, and what I'm just saying, I've never been in a relationship like that, so I don't even know how to even deal with something like that. I wouldn't even commit to something like that. I don't care.
Well, that would be your choice. That would be Victor's choice. But there's a man that will.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. So no matter what you or Victor say, I'm not changing my mind for
you shouldn't. You shouldn't. We still waiting for you to find him under that rock.
He ain't on the rock.
Yeah, you know that you even know the guy. You just won't commit.
Ooh.
Okay, this tanking tea is not about me. It's about the person.
Well, you know what, Tori? Before you and Fatine was on here, they used to dog me like it was going out of style, and they still jump on me every now and then. So I like to share the love a little bit.
And you deserve every piece that you.
Oh my goodness.
Veronica, answer the question.
Yeah, you've been quiet, Veronica.
Hey, I'm letting y'all talk. I had a whole show to myself Tuesday.
That was your fault.
I'll try.
Oh my goodness.
Sweating bullets. Go ahead. What's the question?
Do you see it? We already know what Tori said. We already know your perspective. But again, I ain't trying to sell anything. We just know that the way things move out here today, it comes down to choice. It comes down to choice in the sense, I don't like to say when Tori, this is what I had the issue with. When Tori says,
I thought y'all had a question for me though.
Okay, Victor, you had a question.
Man, I done forgot what the question.
Oh, was it about love and
I reckon.
I don't know. Having feelings and sex, why are we putting sex and feelings together or something?
No, I mean, I don't remember. Maybe the viewers can remember.
I remember what you said. You said you asked a question basically about sex and emotion. Veronica answered that. She says that she cannot lay with someone where there is no emotions there. You did answer that.
Yeah, I did answer that one. Okay, that was your question.
Sure.
Go ahead, Fatina. I'm sorry. The point you was making.
The point I was saying is we use words, and we have to be careful on how we use words. Like Tori said, and I totally respect her. I've known her, and I respect her in the sense of her decision. The problem I got is this quote unquote right way. See, that's the problem out here now. That's why gay people get persecuted, this, that, and other. That's not my lifestyle. I don't. But at the end of the day, we can't sit here and put our religious points of view. That's why when people are making laws out here, they may be Christians, but everybody's not a Christian. So you gotta, the same way we have to respect your way, you have to respect other ways. And when you start saying the right way, that's a problem. That's a problem.
It's a problem to you because it's a problem to you because we don't have point of views. I did say that I'm not going to put my beliefs on nobody else. I have my beliefs, and I did say, Fatine, that I'm not going to push my belief. The right way for me is going by the Bible. That's the right way.
Right. Because you said you didn't say it like that. You said, "Well, I'm going to do it the right way," and that's the problem. Right.
I believe in the Bible,
and we said we agree with
the right way for me.
Right.
So you and I have different beliefs. So I can respectfully disagree.
But see, I don't base my belief on religion, because if I did, it still says the same thing that you're saying. I just, at the end of the day, I'm a human being and I make my own decision. And I'm not going to start being a hypocrite. I'm not calling you a hypocrite, but I'm not going to be a hypocrite when some people want to use this good book. Wait, let me finish. Want to use this good book for when they want to use it, but they do other things that ain't in this good book. I don't. I'm just telling.
I said that I did not always do things the right way. That's what I said. I said moving forward, I am. Right. I didn't always. I said that I didn't always do things the right way.
I didn't say you didn't say that. I'm saying.
But what I'm saying is, you saying that people make the part of the Bible went to fit their needs or whatever. What I'm saying is I didn't always do things the right way. We all seeing it come short. Right. What I'm saying is now. I'm talking about now. Moving forward, I want to go by the Bible. I didn't always do the right thing. I sinned. I got a child out of wedlock. I didn't always do things the right way. What I'm saying is now, moving forward, I want to move things the right way. And I would never push my religion on somebody else. But at the end of the day, Tori believes in the Bible. Right. I don't care what nobody says. Tori believes in the Bible, and that's what I follow. I don't believe in any of the other stuff. People can believe whatever they want to believe. I'm going to believe what I want to believe at the end of the day.
And we're not, but you're not hearing us. We say we got you on that.
No,
we
but
got you on that.
I had an issue with
I know what I said. I know what I said. What I said is we have to be careful when we say what is the right way without saying you just cleared it up. You said the right way for you. That's the path you choose. That's correct. But people tend to talk out here in absolute terms. Well, I'm going to do this because this is the right way. Well, who made that the right way for everybody?
The right way for me. The right way for me.
And I gave you a bell on that.
And I said what I said, and I stand by what I said.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And Victor Veronica just look like, I'm just saying, I believe what I believe. And that's that.
But you know, Tori, I'm gonna tell you this. Like I told you, I had to abstain for a little while because I needed to reset. So I understand, to be honest with you, I understand that people don't know how to pray. And when you pray for something, God's gonna give you exactly what you pray for. So when I used to say, God, you know, please bring me a woman in my life. Yeah, he gonna say, well, here, you know, here you go. But
you gotta be specific.
Exactly. When I started praying for specifics with the S, not the Pacific, like the ocean.
Shut up.
When I started, to be honest with you, when I started praying for specifics, I got exactly what I was asking for. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. And I understand, you know, and I'm not downing you for what you're doing. But with me, I abstain from sex because I just need to clear my head for a little while. You know what I'm saying? And that's me. And once I clear my head, you know, the next person who I was intimate with, you know, we moved on and we got, you know, bigger and better things going now. So, you know, I understand, you know, exactly what you're going through. It just didn't take me as long.
Yeah, that was my question. Yeah. How long did you wait? 2 weeks?
It was about, to be honest with you, it's, you know what's funny? I'm gonna tell you this. I started abstaining, I think it was around maybe September, October, and I didn't meet Tracy until May. And she held me on some damn bullshit time limit or something like that. So it was like 9 months or something like that. So
what? You know. Wait, 9 months before y'all was intimate?
No. It was like 6 or 7 months before we met, or 5 months before we met, and then she had me on some old 90-day fiance.
Listen, don't be putting her business out there like that. Listen.
No, spill the tea. What do you mean 90 days? Are you saying that y'all wasn't intimate in 90 days?
No, we wasn't.
And that was because she put you on a timeout.
No, I wasn't. Because I was abstaining. No, listen. Before I met her, I was abstaining. So, you know, when I met her, you know, we were dating and we was doing everything. But she had me on this, I guess, probation program. She was my PO officer, and I had to walk that straight line. And, you know,
didn't you say that you weren't doing the 90-day thing? You lied. You did it.
Was really into her, so she was worth the wait, wasn't she?
You right, but I didn't wait the marriage.
But what I'm saying, boy, yeah, that's your choice. But I'm just saying, though, you still waited, though.
Yeah, I waited. Yeah, you're right.
Because you was into her.
Yes.
All right, then. That's all. My thing is, though, is a little different. I want to wait till
Tori,
and listen, here's the thing. You and Fatine be jumping on my throat, but here's the thing. I said,
we're not jumping.
No. Let me finish my point, please. My thing is, my choice is, I would prefer to wait to marriage. But who's to say I may get weak? The flesh is weak. I may fall. Who's to say? But my choice is don't cap for that. I'm saying my choice is to wait for marriage. But I can't say what if my flesh is weak. But here's my thing. This is for me. I don't engage in conversations that's going to have me thinking impure thoughts. I don't listen to music that's going to have me thinking impure thoughts. I don't watch movies or read anything that's going to take me there. I avoid environments where I know is the flesh may get weak. That's what I do for me. Because if I meet someone, the flesh may get weak. So I'm not going to put myself in that situation. I'm not going, like I said, I'm not going to have no conversations. I don't know.
He might as well date a man.
One of my favorite movies has intimacy, and I can't even watch it right now because I don't want to have that thought in my head. I want to, focus on the right thing.
So let me ask you this. Tori. So this is the reason why I'm going back to this, Veronica and Victor with Tori, because on this show, people write us to ask for advice. And what happens is communication. Sometimes we are saying things either we're not hearing or we're looking at it from a different perspective of what the person's saying. So I just want to go back to Tori because I just and figure out. So why do you say we are jumping down your throat? Why do you say that?
Because y'all always like, why you got the y'all always say stuff like, what you waiting for? What we waiting on?
No, I've never did that. He did. Never did that. Never question you why. Never did. I told you before. I respect. See, that's the whole thing.
But you did say, why do people wait? Not Tori. You didn't point.
Exactly. But that's because, see, when you're having a conversation, you got to realize when to discuss that person, when you're one-on-one with a person, and then when you're not making it personal and you're talking to other people. There's other people that don't listen or do what Tori says. So there's a wide range of people out there. So when you're having this conversation, you're trying to give different point of views. We got Tori's point of view. One of the things what we do on this show is we respect one another. And if we do something or say something, we apologize because that's not how we do it. But when Tori made that statement just now, we jumped down her throat. I don't jump down her throat because I respect her decision. All I'm saying is that there's other people out here that don't walk that same path, number one. And then some Christians do this, or some religious people tend to judge the world on them. I'm looking at comments in some of the comments, and they tend to put their Christian values, their Muslim values, or whatever values on the world. And at the end of the day, you got to realize that's your individual decision. You believe in God. I believe in God. But at the end of the day, are you right to put on your beliefs on other people? No, you're not.
Not one time did I do that. I said,
no, you didn't. No, you didn't. The only thing you did is say we jump down your throat, and I don't jump down your throat. Never.
I do be feeling attacked by y'all. I do. That's why I said what I said.
Because you know why you feel attacked, because we question some people that abstain. So when we're talking about it, you take it personal, and that's why you feel like that. I did. Right. But when we're questioning people, you got to realize that if we tell you we respect you, but we're questioning other people that is sustained, we want to get their point of view, and they might be out here and give us that point of view.
Yeah, I felt threatened. I did.
Hey, Tori.
What?
I'm jumping. I'm telling you now, I'm jumping. And I the only thing I'll tell you this, I commend you for everything that you're doing. I really do, because that's really tough. I guess me questioning is more or less me trying to figure out how you do what you're doing. Being on the other side, me going into a relationship, knowing that somebody's not going to wait, not going to have sex until marriage, and then you're not, there's no intimacy whatsoever. Like I said, where y'all was, talking or whatever, that's almost like me just hanging out with my homeboy. I'm not going to hold my homeboy hand. We're not even going to get that close to each other. So how can I ever form a bond with you if I can't even touch you, or if I can't get close to you because you might feel weak? So it's almost like you want me to commit to something that you have predetermined for me.
There are other forms of intimacy. There is. Now, I did jokingly, I think someone mentioned before about the holding hands. And I jokingly said I wouldn't, but holding hands, there's conversation. It's not always like the touching of intimacy, but you can also have intimate conversations. There's other ways of being intimate, but without being the actual act. Now,
intimate conversations, how does that work?
Listen. What I'm not going to do, like I said, engage in conversations that are impure. What I'm not going to do is kiss.
What's impure? What's impure? What's impure?
sexual conversation.
So how you have an intimate
How you say
conversation
that?
then?
There's other ways of intimacy. I'm not finna go through all of this, my beliefs with y'all. There's other ways.
No.
You the one that said impure, but how the heck is it that kind of conversation impure? That's nature. That's natural.
Listen,
to have conversation
it's
like
impure.
that.
It's impure to me
Tori.
if it is, like I said, I have my beliefs, and it's impure to me if you're having a sexual conversation and like I said, my beliefs, it's still.
So you can't even watch a movie. You can't even watch a romantic movie. Jason Lyrics. You can't watch that straight through.
I don't,
because the love scene.
I can't watch.
Wow.
I can't watch that. I promise you, I cannot.
Well, Tori, understand this now. The more we share on this show, the more people realize that they're not the only ones out there. You talking about intimate conversations. You might give me an idea that I can have an intimate conversation with my woman and stimulate her without even talking about sex. So that's why I'm asking you, to go.
Yeah,
maybe let me know. Give me an example, because maybe somebody else wants to try what you're doing.
For me, let me be honest with you. For me, I don't know if everybody's familiar with this term, but I'm a sapiosexual. What that means is I'm attracted to intelligence. So you can be talking to me intelligently, not even mentioning sex, but that is attractive to me. I'm attractive if, like I said, we share, common beliefs. I'm attracted to that. So like I said, there's other forms of intimacy without necessarily talking about sex or not engaging in sex.
So it turns you on when someone is talking intelligent.
I love intelligence. Yes.
When you get turned on, like you get turned on, like turned on.
Now see, Veronica, no, it's not. It's an attraction. It's an attraction. Like
then you may have a body reaction to it. Correct?
No, I ain't gonna go that far. It's just
how do you control? Wait a minute. How do you control that when you get in if you get around somebody that just swab and is in
just because I find it attractive, that doesn't mean that's gonna make my body react.
It just seems like it's just total taboo with you when it comes down to any kind of stimulation.
Gets on my nerve.
Any kind of stimulation is all
2 plus 2. 2 plus 2 is 7.
Y'all get on my nerves. Y'all get
3 plus 3 is 33, Tori.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Tori. I mean, like Deanne said, that Tori, is great that you know your limits and triggers and set clear boundaries. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, but Deanna probably laying next to a man right now, so she can't even. She don't need to be. Deanna, stop.
We slide to the side in a minute.
If y'all ain't
slide to the side in a minute.
Tori, don't comment saying Tori right. You can't lay next to your man talking about Tori girl.
They didn't say Tori right. They just say they respect me for standing my ground.
No, what they say is it's great that you know your limits and triggers and set clear boundaries. All I'm just saying that you have that right, Tori, and we respect it. But we also say there's someone for everybody, but it's going to be very hard, Tori, for you to find that special person.
No, it's not.
She already got somebody.
I got 3 people. I got 3 people right now. So it ain't hard.
Oh, do tell.
I mean, you put that out there, God. So
it ain't hard.
You can save your money, Victor. L with that shit. Let them pay their money now.
Hey, fellas, if y'all listening, please tune in to keepthefaith.com podcast.
Because that's the stimulation y'all gonna get.
Let you know when you place.
I'm gonna get some of these comments in. So Barbara said that's why it's important to find someone who has the same beliefs, but without the baggage from the previous journey. Shamise she said, 1, allow yourself to get to know yourself. 2, understand what you want. Confusion clouds so much. Get yourself together before welcoming another into your space. Don't mix freshly needs. You will be tested. Listen and pay attention.
Shamise probably laying next to a man to buy Shamise.
You know what? Leave them alone. Like,
Shamice tried to come for me. But
leave them alone.
but you know
like
what?
this.
I tell you this. Tori, I'm gonna ask you a question. Since you shared. Let's say, you pick a guy and he's waiting, he's everything that you want. And y'all get married and move together and do whatever. And then one day he comes home and says, you know what, baby, I sold a house. We need to find someplace else to move. How do you feel about that?
The what?
Exactly. He just made a choice in your relationship that involved you, just like you made the choice prior to the relationship that involved him.
That's a conversation we gonna have. Like I said, if anybody.
But before any guy that you meet, before you even meet him, you've already made the choice. He is not having sex until he gets married. So therefore,
I didn't listen. Said that I didn't say he ain't having sex before we get married. He ain't having sex with me. That's
so
what
you're cool with a guy having sex with other women and still being with you.
I did say earlier, if it's not exclusive, if it's exclusive, then I'm expect for him to stay like I am.
So okay.
And
So
I answered this question earlier.
if you're in
I meant what I said.
So if you're in a relationship, Tori, you're spending a lot of time with this guy, going places, talking on the phone, but he's having sex with someone else. Are you going to allow that?
I said if he's not, if Veronica, I can't control what he do if he's not exclusive. And even if he's exclusive, men still lie.
Yeah, but you're not going to allow that. Meaning you're going to move on.
She ain't got no choice but to allow it.
No. If we exclusive, men will still lie. Men still cheat.
And women do too. Women do too.
I can't stop nobody from doing what they're gonna do.
Say if
will you hold that against them? You gonna hold that against them?
Right. Are you gonna stay or are you gonna go? If y'all are exclusive.
And he's doing something with somebody else?
Yes.
Then I will go. I will leave. I would. If you're exclusive, if we're exclusive and you're entertaining somebody else, then yeah. That ain't.
But it's just sex, though. It's not. Let's say it's just sex. He's just with them for sex, but he love you.
Man, bye.
I don't buy that. I don't buy that.
Because if you love me, you wouldn't be out there sleeping with somebody
else. Stop confusing the two.
Listen, men. It's easier for men to do that because with the woman, our organ is on the inside. So for most women, I can't speak for all, but for most women, we have an emotional attachment. For men, it's easier for you guys to just whatever because it's on the outside.
Tori, let me just say this. You said a mouthful there just now because I've been talking about that for years and you hit something on the head and that's a conversation we really need to have at another time. But you just hit something about that internal versus the external. And and a lot of men look at it from the perspective, hey, it doesn't mean that much because, hey, it's like popping one off and just keep it moving. Where a woman is inviting someone into her insides. That's her inner being. And her inner being. Wait, let me finish my point. Her inner being, and I have to stand with you on that one. That's what my opinion.
Really? Because how many? If you go on the corner, I ain't never seen a male prostitute, but it's a whole bunch of female prostitutes. So let's not even start that conversation about women can't have sex without.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I'm just saying that when it comes down to what Tori says, when that is used as an argument or a reason, I understand that. Yeah, there's a lot of men that do wrong, and there's a lot of women that do wrong at the end of the day. Sex sells. And first of all, there are men that are call guys. Men don't stand on the corners. They are call guys. They are service guys. They out there too. Don't think they're not. Women are on the corners at the end of the day because that's how it is with them being part of a prostitution organization where there's a pimp and somebody that's managing them.
We understand how it works, but all I'm saying is between the four of us, if we all named everybody we knew who had sex for money, 90% of the people we named would be women. So let's not even sit here and say that women, y'all do it more than we do.
I think that is how I'm agree with you on this one, but I think the whole concept of relationship is based on that. I hate to say it like that.
No money.
Oh yeah, I agree with that.
Wait, what?
The hosts love to say, "Oh, he got a good job, and I'm gonna get a Lexus for Valentine's Day and all this other
Never,
stuff." I'm gonna
ever.
hold you to that.
Never, ever have I said that.
Let me go ahead and pull up.
Voodoo Child is right. That's what I'm saying. That's what Voodoo Child
But
says.
I'm saying, what did you say just now, Fatine? And I was like, say what would you? Because my mind was voodoo is so stupid.
But what he's saying is true because
exactly, Voodoo Child is right. That's how we look at it. Yeah.
Come on, man.
There's nothing for us.
The sex trade game is strictly mostly women. Ain't no men getting sex trafficked. It's doggone women.
Yeah, because it sells. It sells.
That's because y'all playing with little boys.
No, we're not talking about that kind of trafficking. We're talking about we're not talking about nothing illegal now.
Boy, Veronica get mad and she'll throw that gay. She'll throw somebody gay. Somebody be gay in a minute. Now they gay and they like.
And they're children now. That's the one thing we ain't gonna do. We ain't going in that direction.
Oh my God! Now they gay and like little boys.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Cheryl said a lot of men have sex with women just to get their money. Bam.
What money? Y'all ain't got no money.
Not as much as women do it for men. Cheryl, let's be real. Cheryl put that point on there.
There is
more women, and it's known that they do that and play that game. They're trained to do that.
Cheryl, please have several seats. The one next to the television.
There is men out there. There's men out there talking to women right now just because they know they taxes.
Well, wait a minute, Veronica.
Of course, but it ain't on the scale of what women have done in the sense of scheming that out of men. Stop it,
Veronica. Y'all got a whole show about y'all killing men for their money. It's called Snapped. I ain't never seen a show about a man marrying a whole bunch of women for their money.
Yeah,
come on.
And Veronica, let's look at back in the day where women were what? Not the breadwinners. The men were the breadwinners. The women stayed home and this, that, and the other. So at the end of the day, who had the money? Who did the women go and play up to? So that's how they do it.
We 2021. We have our own bags. Right.
No, they don't. No, they don't. Cheryl. No, you don't, Cheryl. No, you don't.
We do have. We're very independent.
See, and that's the problem. That's a problem right there. Is that somebody has put in y'all head that y'all just so independent that you don't need nobody.
And that's why you're by yourself. That's why a lot of them are by
yourself.
I didn't say we didn't need y'all now. I never did say that. We do.
I never say that either.
Just like we need y'all, you all need us as well.
Yeah, I'll say that. Yes.
That goes both ways.
Both ways. But it's good to hear a woman say that. Women, because you both said it just now. You know, it's refreshing to hear women say, you know, we need men just as like men need women. That was refreshing to hear from two women, because you hear a lot of women that say that say opposite.
Men exploit women in the sex game. All women who are in that trade are not in it because they want to be.
Wait a minute, who's exploiting who now? Because they're in the sex trade to get money. Let's stop. Let's stop there.
No, what she's saying is that some people use force to exploit women in that game, meaning that they're forced to do it. And yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna sit there and say it's not, but that's not the whole story.
That's not what she didn't say anything about force fatigue. She said men exploit women in the sex game.
In the sex game, it's a game. The game of sex, the sex game, not just having sex.
All women who are in that trade are in it because they want to be. Some are forced and some have underlying issues. So she's not saying everybody's forced.
Right, but she's not.
So what I'm saying is she's saying men exploit women, but women are in the sex game to get money.
That's right. Because a lot of them are in it, and they know that. What do you think strip clubs are?
We got to pay for college and kids.
Nursing school.
Too. There's a back room in the strip club too.
Tori, I'm about tired of you looking like that now. Come on now.
Cheryl says women have the bag, so when we are with someone, we want them, not need them.
But see, Cheryl, I'm gonna tell you this, Cheryl. A lot of women have lowered their standards, and the reason they lowered their standards is, and Marvin posts this on his thing, a lot of women don't deserve a good man because they get up in there and then they get a successful man, and then they want to go in there and try to be the man mama, his pastor, his spiritual advisor, his sister. You can't do that. To a successful, independent man, you gonna know your role and you gonna know your place. And your place is next to me, not in front of me, not behind me, not above me or below me. It's next to me. So
Right.
if I decide to do something, don't question me on what I'm doing. Just ask me what I'm doing.
That's right.
And Cheryl, I make enough money to make my own decision. I'm gonna tell you that. You see the shirts. But see, but I will say this though. This is the truth. The 2021 black male has depreciated so bad that you got women like that that's thinking like that. And that's the damn fact. I know so many guys that live with their mama. They living off their girlfriend. They living off their wife. And they don't know how to make decisions. So Cheryl, I mean, she has every right to think how she wants to think.
And she already said that
she
there's an
needs to
ugly
upgrade.
shirt back there. You said see the shirt. She said that's an ugly shirt.
Did she say that?
Yeah, she said it right there. Look
It's
on
on
the
the
I
screen.
see it now. I see it now.
I don't.
But I mean, the new age black male is depreciated. He ain't. I mean, we're not worth anything. You know, a woman to see us, and they don't want that man that's got a trade. They want that man that's in that office building that's doing that, but he ain't making no money. A lot of y'all can't deal with a man who make money. Y'all can't. You can't.
Why we can't? I would want
Because
my man
you can't
making
control
money.
him. You can't control him.
I'm not trying to control my man.
A lot of women are.
See, y'all look at the simple fact. I'm gonna tell you this. Back in the day, and I'll just speak about my grandmothers. My grandmother ran the house. Now, you might not have thought my granddaddy had any power, but if you looked at it, he paid the bills, he did his thing, but whatever my grandma said went. So a lot of women saw that. You know, grandma over here doing this, doing that. But what they didn't see is when their granddaddy spoke, that was it. All they see their grandma doing all
not
this.
these days. Not these days. Because we
Exactly.
get the last word.
Exactly. But see, the thing about with a lot of men is they have to let the woman get the last word. Instead of just saying, well, you can talk by yourself. I'm going up the street. Because they can't afford to let the woman be like that. So,
you know, one thing I want to say is, and I'm not being funny about this, but there's a show that when I first looked at the show from a glimpse years ago when it first came on, Family Matters, I looked at Urkel as a buffoon, right? I was like, here we go, another black image playing the buffoon. That was a glimpse. But when I got a chance to look at the reruns as I got older and got a chance to watch it, I looked at the show Family Matters. It started to show what values and how we deal with things. And the reason why I brought that up is because if you watch Steve Urkel grow up in there, he was a nerd, but he lived on principle. And he liked the young lady there, but because he was a nerd, all that was thrown out the window. Then when they got older, then they started to realize that the flamboyant guy, this, that, and the other, you know, the ones that the girls were taught to look for and look at, they didn't treat them properly. But the person that tends to treat you with respect and look and is right for you, you look past them.
but how can you glorify Steve Urkel when he kept getting dissed by the same woman? It's like eventually he should have moved on And when he did, that's when she really wanted him.
Exactly. And then of course
That
he had to
makes no
become
sense.
Stefan. But with the point but that's the point I'm trying to make. That's the point I'm trying to make, that a lot of women talk about they want a good man, but what happens is when a good man approaches them,
It's not what he looked like. Yeah.
yeah, see, so that's what happens. So I say sometimes a lot of people talk a good game, but they ain't living up to that word.
Well, we do overlook the good guys a lot of times.
That's
We
right.
do, because they don't have that certain
Swag.
look or the things that we're looking for.
Or the shirt, or he don't dress.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't have that job, don't drive that car. We miss out on our blessings looking for the wrong thing.
Mm-hmm.
A lot
I know
of times.
Voodoo. Tori don't like us no more. I don't know why she ain't talking.
Mm-hmm.
Cheryl says, men use money to control women.
Yes, of course.
Wait a minute, what's Cheryl in this man bashing
wait a
tonight?
minute.
She got a problem with the men? She got a problem because she
They're
showed man bashing.
They're facts.
Fatine, that's a fact. Because they use sex to control us. It's a two-way street. It's the fact.
But the way she's presenting it is the scale is tilted totally against men.
But she ain't lying. She's not lying.
She's just telling half the damn story. Tell the correct story.
No, I love my black men.
Well, you need to big up some black men, Sister Cheryl.
She ain't lying. I mean,
she just spitting facts. This is what the tea is about.
Yeah, she ain't lying.
It's not man bashing. It's just the truth.
Yeah, right.
But if y'all didn't love money so much, then that wouldn't be a problem.
What?
If y'all didn't love money so much, then a man couldn't control you with his money.
It's a materialistic world. This is a materialistic world, and and Tori didn't say that, but I'm right there. This is a materialistic world, and don't think that we are not drawn and controlled by material. A lot of us are.
Fatine, how many times has a woman seriously bought you a drink in a bar, in a club, anything?
I could count it on one hand, and it won't be filled up.
How many times has a woman asked you to buy her a drink?
I've never asked a man.
I'll be honest with you. I've never, a couple of times, but I mean, I'm not a drinker like that, but a couple of times, I'm not going to sit there and don't go. But I'll say that it's a kind of expected, Victor, that if you're out at a club, a man, that's kind of like on a man to offer to buy. That's not a great example.
If they got their own money, they can buy their own drink. You came to the bar to drink, you buy your own stuff.
You're right.
Yeah. If y'all come there with your little $40 that you just earned 20 minutes before you before you came to the club, then you use your $40.
And you know what? Y'all need $40. But a lot of women don't need y'all money. We don't need y'all $40. We don't need your little $8.
So why you ask for it though?
Like I said, I've never asked a man to buy my drink.
Never.
Ever.
You know what?
Ever.
You know what? If you say it, okay.
You know something I don't.
Of course not. I'm just saying, if you said it, I believe you.
Thank you.
I've seen more men offer to buy than a woman asking to buy. I gotta say that.
Sherry says the same thing. Me either, Veronica. We don't need y'all to buy us no drink.
But y'all look for no, they don't ask, they look for us to buy it.
Men be dying. They be dying to buy drinks, right?
That's a lie.
Yes, y'all do. Oh, let me see who I can do.
You on that one, Cheryl. I agree with Cheryl on that one. Cheryl.
Get her gin and juice down there on the end.
I agree with Cheryl on that one.
Let me tell you this, y'all. To start with, I done been now. Y'all are just a small sample of the entire population. Women go to clubs, they'll have their little outfit on with $7 in their pocket, just enough money to get some Waffle House, or just enough money to buy one drink, and they'll sit there and let a man
get you some grits,
sit there and buy drinks all night long.
Get you some cheese eggs. Get you some cheese, eggs, and grits after the club, huh?
Well, she can't get all that. She could just get the little sample platter.
$7. A little waffle.
But see, and
Gary, we need to go together. That sounds kind of good though.
Yeah.
But see, the thing is that all these women gonna sit in here and agree with Cheryl because she's uplifting women, but they know deep down she lying. It's a big lie. You know,
Wait a minute, how you call her lying? You just agreed with her just a few minutes ago.
Right. What's the
How
lie?
you gonna call her lying?
Hold on.
Yeah.
Look at all her comments. That's what I'm
Well,
saying.
I told you that from the beginning. I said she was one-sided, but you think she's speaking the truth.
She just said men be dying to buy women drinks. That's
And I agree with her. I agree with her.
They do.
I do. They do.
Okay. Well,
They do.
we'll agree to this. Tori, what you think, Tori?
You know she don't win no club.
Tori, what you think?
Leave Tori alone.
What she said about the drinks.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's not a lie.
That's not a lie. I agree with her.
Let me go back up to Deanna. She says women who don't know who they are want men who are no good and have no substance. I have been guilty, but as I've matured and know what I want, that changed. Grown women, not in age but maturity, want grown men, not little boys.
Grown women want something that look good on their arms.
Hold that for a minute. Women who don't know who they are.
Grown women want something.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We want someone on our arms.
Look good on their arms.
That's a good. Yep. You know they want to be talked about. You saw so and so, you walked in there with so and so yesterday.
Just because you shine, just because you look good, don't mean that you're holding it together.
That's correct.
But it don't matter because y'all gonna hold it together, just for that image.
Getting hot in this house.
No, I'm not gonna just be with somebody just because they look good.
Cheryl, I'm gonna tell Cheryl something. Cheryl, if I ever see you at the club and you pull out $1,000 for a $7 drink, I'm robbing you, right?
No,
I'm just telling you.
She's saying that's what the men do. Y'all will pull out $1,000. Oh, let me get her a drink. Count on your money.
Oh, okay.
Here you go. Really?
Oh.
You had to bring all that with you?
Right. She's stating facts because I've seen it.
I'm so glad you're responding, Tori.
But she's stating facts because I've seen it. I'm like,
but that's part of, you know what, Victor? That's why I use it. That's part of the game. That's part of the game. You pull out a stack,
exactly.
Girl, seeing what he got, that's part of the whole game.
And all of them ones.
But
it doesn't matter if they all won. You know what? And you know, half of them are going home with homeboy anyway.
But
well, baby, do you? Because it won't be me.
It won't be me.
But
either.
You know what? In order for us to get
you ain't even in the club. Stop it.
In order for us to get your attention, we got to separate ourselves from the next man, and the only thing that's gonna get your attention is money.
Money, looks.
I mean, I don't.
That's not important to me. Let's be clear. Not all women, because money is not important to me. Okay. I mean,
really?
yes. No, I mean, you need to be holding it down. You know what I'm saying? I'm not getting ready to pay your rent and your car payment. Yeah, you better be holding it down. But I'm talking about, I'm not looking at money as far as.
So if he's making 45,000 and then the next guy's making 150,000, that doesn't matter to you.
That doesn't matter because therefore the dude that's making the 45,000 is going to treat me way better than the guy that's making that 100.
You don't know that though. You can't.
You don't know that, but you don't know that, but
that can happen.
I'm not gonna leave someone that's making 45,000 just because this man come with making 100 grand. I'm not going to do that. Why should I leave money? Just
stability.
That's why I work. That's why I work and have my own paycheck. Stability.
It doesn't matter about your paycheck. It's all about stability. I'm not gonna be with somebody who ain't got no job and who ain't got no aspirations and who ain't got no goals.
Who wants to be with somebody like that?
Well, if you with the $45,000 man,
you making money.
Your goals and aspirations do this, but the $100,000 man, it grows. It makes more sense.
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
No, it doesn't. Because just because you have money, those be the ones that be treating you like crap. Those are
sometimes
trying to take over your mind. Like those are the ones that try to be. Those are the ones that try to take control over you because they have money.
So you mean to tell me, Veronica, if a man's got a disposable income, a higher disposable income, that and they are equally the same. These guys are equally the same, and you have your choice between a $45,000 man and a $150,000 man. You're gonna take the $45,000 man, all because he makes less.
If I'm already in a relationship with that $45,000,
no. I'm just saying that. No, y'all are dating. Who you gonna pick? And they're equal. They are equal. They both treat you the same way. Which one you gonna pick? Huh?
They both treat me the same. I don't know. I'm gonna have to date until I figure out.
150.
The better man is gonna win. It don't have nothing to do with the money.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter. It's who's gonna treat me better. You saying if they're both equal, but
they're both treating you the same. Let's say, okay, Tori, to you. Let's say
both. I'm sure there may be one that either one of us is drawn to more, and it's not going to have to do anything with the money. Money and cars and positions don't impress me.
Listen, I've been there. I didn't have to work. I didn't have to pay not one single bill.
Can I ask you a question, lady?
I happy? But wait, was I happy? No. Was I going to stay in something just because I've been living a good life, not having to pull $1 out my wallet? No, I'm not going to stay in something that I'm not happy just because of what somebody's making a lot of money and can do things for me, can buy cars, can buy big houses, can do this, can do that, travel. If you're not happy, don't stay in that situation just because of what somebody's making. I don't care how much money it is. No one wants to be in a relationship with someone that doesn't have a job. No, who wants that?
But you're talking about, what Tori was talking about intellect. That man that makes $45,000 and that man that makes $150,000, 9 times out of 10, the man that makes $150,000 is smarter than the man that makes $45,000.
Not necessarily.
No, not necessarily.
Well, it depends on what you're looking for when you talk about intellect. It depends on what you're looking for. There's a big difference between book smarts and speaking that mess that some other people like talking about. There's a big difference.
Sometimes street smarts is way better than book smarts.
Stop saying that.
I agree with that. Sometimes, she said, she didn't say always. She said sometimes. We look at some street smart people that dropped out that right now are millionaires. Some are billionaires now. Right. At the end of the day, so don't.
Okay, well, how many are? If you compare the street smart people to the people that actually went to school, who's got the more money? Because every billionaire I know, most of them, huh?
You still making it about money?
Because at the end of the day, without money. Okay, you're right.
The reason why I wanted to jump in because Tori said something that you both were kind of in line with, and I want to, Tori, you just said about, I hate that we kind of got away from it, but you was mentioned about you're not impressed. What was that statement you said? I'm not impressed.
I'm not impressed with money and cars or positions. Like somebody could be a CEO to a company or I'm this, that, and that. Positions, money, and cars don't impress me.
Got it. So my next good. I got that, and I understand what you're saying, but I want to bring this up. So when you are blessed to have both parents, one parent, guardians, don't matter. If you're raised with morals and you taught to do the right thing, right from wrong, grow up. Go to school. You said to go to school. You graduate with honors. You work hard, and you're rewarded with prestige, and you're rewarded with a good job. Like you just said, you're not impressed, meaning that you may have that good job, you may have that money, but you're not impressed. So where does that come into play? Because I know I'm proud. I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of my folks that are moving in that direction. To me, that has to play into something that has to play into something in the sense of a woman picking a man if he is doing the things that society looks at as him being successful and succeeding. And when a woman says, I'm not impressed, I at the end of the day, that's a little hurtful.
everybody
That's
has their
hurtful.
own opinion of what success looks like. What success looks like to me may not look like success to you. So that depends on the person itself. What I mean by what I say, what money and cars don't impress me. What I mean by that is that I'm not going to date somebody based on the money they make. I'm not going to date them based on the type of car they drive. I'm not going to date them because they say I'm the CEO of the company. For me personally, I can only speak for me, but I've had people come up to me that they had the fancy cars and they was throwing, like I went out on a date years ago with somebody, and the whole time they talking about themselves, they talking about their position, they talking about what they doing for this and this and that. And then when you doing stuff for charity, why you got to broadcast for something like that? If you doing it from your heart, why you got to broadcast it? I don't like stuff like that. If you doing something sincerely from your heart, you're not gonna be out here bragging, oh, I did this, or I did that. That's what I'm talking about.
And the reason why
I said, success to me may not be how I describe success. That may not be what it means to you. Now, I'm not saying that if somebody is doing what they're supposed to do, they're doing their thing. I'm not saying, oh, I'm not gonna be proud. Right. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is I'm not gonna base it on those things. Gotcha. That's what I'm saying.
And that's why, and the reason why I only asked you that, because I just felt that needs an explanation, because there's a lot of brothers out there that is doing and worked hard, and they're not flaunting it in people's face. They're not telling that they have just donated and gave time at the school, this, that, and the other, but they are making $250,000. They do have 3 cars, but that shouldn't be a penalty against them if they are not being an ass and I'm with
not
that.
Saying that what they've done. One person that I can respect, and I know I may not be the only person, but I did not know about the contributions that Prince made until after he died. Because he was the type of person, he did things for people, and he didn't want people to know what he did.
That is correct.
There's a difference between having money and using it wisely and doing something for people, and you don't even want people to know it was you.
Yeah.
I didn't even know about these things that he did until after his death.
He helped.
I have an issue when people boast and brag, oh, I did this, or they show their weight. Because like when I first got into radio 20 something years ago, I remember there was other companies that I've been to, and they were in radio. We went to a particular place, whatever, and I'm the type of person. For me, I don't feel like I'm no better than nobody else. But the other person was like, oh, they don't know who I am. I'm in radio. I got to be catered to. Right. No, that's not what it's about. If you're doing things for the right reason, then you shouldn't have to. That's all I'm saying. Of course, I'm going to be proud of people, but don't be showing your weight, try to throw your weight in your position. That's what I'm talking about.
Y'all realize when a man is flexing and a man is showing his money, that's all a game too. You really that's a game, because if I'm showing that 1,000 and you trying to get that 1,000, just realize there's a couple more 1,000 over here, so you can have that. But just know that you just messed your whole self up when it comes down to the bigger picture. That's why I always say I do a background check on people to make sure that not only are you self-sufficient, but can you handle what I got going on as well? And a lot of women can't do that. They barely even making their own ends meet, let alone make our ends meet. No.
So why should I have to make my ends meet when you can make our ends meet?
See, Veronica, I was just waiting on you to fall for that trap, and you just walk right in the door. You just walk right in the door.
I just plain, I don't need your stinking money.
Yeah, you do.
Latoya says, we all use each other, whether it's money, sex, stability, or protection.
Exactly. Toya, you are 100% correct. Fatima won't give you a bill, but I will. Ding, ding.
Prince was having sex too, Tori.
But you know what?
Hey, you better put Cheryl comment, because we on the same page on one thing. She gave me a compliment, I don't want to see me and Cheryl at each other tonight, because I can agree to disagree and stuff like that. But this is good, because you got different points of view out here.
That's right. But there are people with a GED and make money.
That's true.
Okay. That's right.
But you know what?
That's right.
There's people with GEDs that make money. But when we're talking about entry-level positions versus mid-level positions, you're not both there. There are people with GED, yes, But we're talking about if you got a GED, your base salary is gonna be here. But somebody with a trade or somebody that's got a associates or a bachelor's, they're automatically going to start here. So it might take, I might just cut, 10 years off of the, rising up to the top by having my degree. So I'm just saying, just go ahead and just sacrifice it, man. And another thing, I want to say this. Black people, stop going to these schools, getting these business administration and these business management degrees because they do nothing for you when you graduate. I just want to say that.
Thank you, Professor.
There are some.
Stop, Tori. Stop.
No. I was gonna say there are some high paying jobs that you can obtain that you don't necessarily have to have a degree. That's all I was gonna say.
Let me tell you this. Electricians. I'm an electrician. You're gonna always have electricity. Plumbers, welders, people with trades, nurses, morticians, doctors, all that. But when you go out there and you get a degree in psychology, not everybody want to talk to you all the time.
Well, let's talk about these names. Let's talk about like Chris Rock, who dropped out of school, dropped out of high school. And earned his GED. Let's talk about Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Right.
Let's talk about Jay-Z and Beyonce who didn't go to college, but they are billionaires right now.
Jay-Z, Jay-Z
is a billionaire because of Beyonce. So let's back up.
That's a lie. That's a lie. That's a damn lie. That's a damn lie.
Look it up, Fatine.
You want to look it up? I know his history. He is not no billionaire because of Beyonce. He had his own company. What are you talking about? He had his own clothing company before Beyonce.
He's not a billionaire.
He's millionaire. Doesn't matter. Millionaire. Doesn't matter. Okay, you gotta give the man credit. You gotta give the man credit at the end of the day that he did come out and raise himself from the streets from selling drugs and didn't graduate college. We went to the same high school.
Just look it up, Fatine. All you gotta do is look it up. Your phone, look it up. You want me to look up?
I said if he's a millionaire, he's a millionaire. That's fine. Doesn't matter.
Though.
I'll tone it down to M to the B. Don't matter to me. He got enough money to run circles around us.
Us. But he can't run one around Elon Musk. He can't run one around.
Doesn't matter. Bezos. He has enough money to sustain himself and live on. Doesn't matter.
They're one. They're married. They're one.
They're one as a couple. They're billionaires.
Stop. See. There y'all go with that.
What's wrong with that? Go ahead.
We want to hype up Jay-Z for being this and that and the other, but let's talk about the guys that have degrees. Wait, we so big on being successful without a GED. Let's talk about being successful with a college education. Let's stop hyping up the people that made it. It's not that many Jay-Z's out there, but there's millions of millionaires that's got degrees.
Okay, so wait a minute. I'm sorry to step on here because I knew the answer, but I had to do this to embarrass Victor.
Please.
So you want to talk about? No, I got it here, brother. Google it. Because Beyonce is worth $500 million.
Yep.
Jay-Z is worth $1 billion.
Okay, I'm gonna look it up right here.
Come on, bro. Stop this, man. That's hating. That's hating, man. Jay-Z is being the first hip-hop artist to gross $1 billion on Forbes. And this was reported back on January 12th, 2020. The first hip-hop artist to be on Forbes, $1 billion, bro. Come on. I know I'm in the entertainment industry. I know.
I don't believe it.
Oh, now you don't believe it because you hate it.
I told you before you looked it up, I didn't believe it.
So why you asked me to look it up for?
I don't know. I still don't believe it.
Because he likes controversy. That's why.
I mean, like you said, okay, that's one Jay-Z.
Sticky.
Okay, let's for the sake of argument, Jay-Z's a billionaire with a GED. Name me another.
Dr. Dre.
So you telling me Dre don't have a degree?
Let's check that out.
You telling me Dre don't have a degree?
I never heard him in that discussion.
Yeah, I think he does have a college degree though.
Okay. I was just waiting because Dre ain't no dummy.
Leonardo DiCaprio, who earned his GED.
Leonardo DiCaprio's an actor. Okay, we could. I mean, we don't. Let's talk about. We talking about business owners. Leonardo DiCaprio was putting movies based on his looks. That has nothing to do with his intelligence.
Whoopi Goldberg dropped out in high school.
Oh, so you just look. Okay, so since you looking at stuff, let's go down the billionaire list from 1 to 10. Since you want to look at lists, huh?
Dre doesn't have a degree. Ice Cube does.
Okay. Since you got somebody, what does Elon Musk have? What does Jeff Bezos have? What does Warren Buffett have? Huh? Mark Zuckerberg, what does he got? You know what I'm saying? Larry Page. I'm still waiting.
What does Richard Branson have? Dropped out of high school. Richard Branson dropped out of high school and he's a billionaire. And he struggles with dyslexia.
He's not in the top 10 though. But
he's a billionaire, brother. It's a B. It's a B. You hate him, bro. You hate him.
He ain't on the Tangy Tea of life.
He can build a couple of Tangy Teas of life. Yeah, matter of fact, we gonna write him a letter. You know, since we talking about him, he may just write you a check, Veronica.
Call some names.
What do you think, Tori?
I'm checking again tomorrow.
Oh, I'm sorry. I missed what y'all was saying. I was talking to my son. I'm sorry.
Hey, Kadarius.
Amy said, "What does God have?"
He said, "What's up?" He about to go to bed.
Got the whole world in his hand. He got the whole world.
Is that true?
Mark.
Zuckerberg, what's his last name?
Zuckerberg
Dropped out of school. Okay, so the point of this is what was we even talking about when it came to this money?
We were talking about how people with that in life, people look at. You was talking about the bachelor starting here with a bachelor's degree, and we understand that for the average person, when you can walk in the door and put in that time and with these degrees, but there's also people that didn't go that route and also was looked at by society as a failure by not completing high school and became successful in this society. That's the point we were making.
And no, we're not glorifying dropping out of high school.
No, but
we're glorifying not going to college and getting.
Well, when you make examples like giving like Jay-Z, it sounds like you are. But these guys, they talk about Zuckerberg. They talking about Zuckerberg and Gates dropped out. Yeah, they dropped out of college. They didn't drop out of high school. So they have some college experience.
Who?
Zuckerberg and Gates. But Bill Gates stole his idea. So let's keep it real.
How we get on this subject?
Because we was eating clean.
Better, he's eating clean and thinking right.
Okay, so how are we helping this lady out? Because we totally forgot about her.
No, we gonna tell her to find her a broke GED person, and in 20 years that person will be a billionaire. You know me and Victor gonna wind up on the same page.
Always.
Yeah, we know. All right, so what are we telling this lady? Or do y'all have more
to heal, like we said, to heal and to give the person a chance, but she can't move forward until she's properly healed.
Right.
And everybody heals differently. That like some people heal different times. Some people may get over something in 6 months. Some people can take 2 years. It all depends on that person and what you're doing to put in the work in order for your healing. Because what we have to realize is that we don't know, past relationships or situations that she was in. But like if it was in a situation where she was hurt, you have no control over when people hurt you, but you are responsible for your healing. And you have to do what's necessary in order for you to obtain your healing that you need.
Yeah. We have to be careful though. Because not everybody, and I said this at the beginning, not everybody is out here to hurt you. You have to let your guard down,
But see, sometimes some people have been hurt so much to they're used to the dysfunction to the point where they've been hurt so much that that's what they expect, and they're going to keep their guard up. It's hard for them to let their guard down.
But Tori, you know, a lot of that hurt is self-inflicted too. Now, when you keep dating the same type of men, not saying you, but when women date the same type of men, they're going to get the same results in the end, and they won't break the cycle. So maybe instead of going for Stefan, they need to look at Steve Urkel. Yeah,
Stefan was cool, so don't throw Stefan under the bus. Stefan was cool, but
you're right.
Oh my goodness.
Sometimes our standards be too high. Sometimes we have
they're too low.
Look,
well, when I'm saying this, when I say low,
I think this is the glass is half empty or half full kind of conversation.
See, some women look at the outside. They look at the man, because a lot of guys walk around with dirty fingernails. You're like, oh girl, he got dirty fingernails. But you're not wondering.
I can't stand that.
But the thing is why does that man have dirty fingernails? You know, is he just a dirty man, or is he just always working? You know,
that could be always working. But that is a pet peeve of mine.
It took me a long time to realize that too, that women don't like dirty fingernails.
But if he's working all the time, I will say this. I would be like, like Janet Jackson on point and just your nails, thank you. But she cleaned his fingernails.
Yeah. So what?
I'm laughing at Voodoo Child too. He's talking about like Tori. What he trying to say? That I've been hurt?
Won't let people in.
I want to respond to Kimberly, who wrote, "Sometimes it's not what you know, it's who you know." And that's I learned, true. I used to agree with that, but then I realized I could know a lot of people, but they don't know who you are. So I learned now it's not who you know, it's who knows you. And I noticed there's a difference in that, because that can open doors. I could know so and so, but they may not really know me. So. But hey, it is what it is. But I follow with what Tori said. I don't really have too much to add to this young lady. That you're not healed. You need to heal. There's different ways of healing. I gave one suggestion. It may not be a great advice, but I think that you should date, because when you date, you start to see a variety. If you don't date, then when one person come in your life, then you try to build on that. Then you're not looking at a variety of folks, and then where you can compare and judge and see, honestly, see who's gonna win your honor. When you just deal with one person, and then the next 4 years you break up and you deal with just one person, you don't even know what's out in the sea. So I just think that slow your roll, date, but also heal before you get into a committed relationship. And that's it.
She does need to heal, man. I mean, once again, we back on the same page. So, I'll tell you this. There's no point of me even saying nothing at the end of this. So, Veronica.
I'm laughing at Cheryl's comment.
What she said now.
Gotta get to Lori Harvey.
But you know what? I commend Lori. I commend her, because you know what? She gives them zero. When every time they talk about Lori Harvey, you don't never hear no comments about her. It's all these guys doing all this, and she just going on by her business. I commend her. Salute to Lori Harvey, man. Salute to her.
I mean, she's young. She's single.
Exactly. Well, she ain't tied down, and she dating everybody who, not y'all, but everybody who y'all want to date. That's exactly what she's doing.
Wait, say that again. I
commend her. Lori Harvey's dating all the hot guys or the in guys. She's dating them. I
bet y'all want to date.
I said not y'all.
Yeah, he said not us.
I point at the camera that they want to date.
Oh my goodness.
Amy says my fiance is a mechanic and his nails is always dirty, but he do clean them.
See, and I clean mine. I'm a mechanic as well. So yeah.
Yeah, long as he clean them.
You're a mechanic.
There's some
I thought you was an electrician.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Let me back up. I'm a multi-craft. I'm multi-craft at my job. They call us general mechanics. I'm an electrician, an instrumentation, and a machinist. So my technical term is general mechanic, but I have my degree. I'm an electrician or electronic technician. How about that?
That's interesting because my degree is electrical engineering technology.
Yes.
I was hired by Bell Labs, which became Lucent right out of college.
Well, I work at the paper mill, and that's the term they give us is general mechanic.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, my cousin said, Victor, how are you going to commend somebody who dated a father and son? She dated a father and a son.
So what? Yeah,
And
she
the
dated
only-
Puffy and his son. She dated the son first, then she dated the daddy.
Oh, hell no.
Why? Men do it. What's wrong with that?
Just because men do it, that don't
So
make
what? So what?
that don't make it
I
right.
commend her.
I wish I would date a son and then date the father.
But that's you. But it's okay for a man to do it. It's okay.
I didn't say it was okay now. I didn't say it was okay.
Hey,
I got a question for y'all. What do y'all think?
That's a
I hate to
problem.
throw. I know y'all gonna get Veronica. Sorry, but what do y'all think about Lionel Richie's situation, where he is in his 60s and his girlfriend is 30?
Do you, boo?
There you go.
You know what? It's time out for all of these commands and playing by this book and doing this.
I said
you
that
know,
before.
you can only date someone 50 to 60. Like, it's time
That's
out for.
right.
Can we just
So
live
what
life?
about Bobby Womack?
Can we just live life and be happy?
Thank you.
With all
Thank
these
you.
rules and
Thank you.
Oh, wait a minute. What about Bobby Womack then?
What he do?
about it? If you
Bobby-
think you're lonely now,
Wait a minute. Bobby
Yeah.
Womack.
ain't that what she said? Sorry, go ahead.
Bobby Womack was dating Sam Cooke's wife, and when Sam Cooke died, Bobby Womack went to the funeral with Sam Cooke's wife in Sam Cooke's suit.
No, but that's totally tacky crap. I'm talking about something that's really out there now because a lot of women say somebody wrote sugar daddy. Not to take away from that, but at the end of the day, is age a real big factor? And if it is, how much age? You know, this is about 30 plus years, but if they're happy, like Veronica says, so be it. They're grown.
Yeah.
And it's not a kid.
So I think Lori Harvey should be commended. She should get a gold star.
Okay. Okay. I don't think anybody should get.
Oh man, she was dating Sam Cooke's daughter too. Wow, I didn't know that.
Bobby, if he'd wind up in Al Green's person's house, he'd have got some hot grits poured on.
Is that the one that
Doing all
sings if you
that.
think you're lonely now? Anyway, to your question, what do we think? I mean, like I said, I just think people need to live and stop with all this. Oh, you got to do this. You need to be thinking this way. You need to be doing this. You need to be going here. You need to be doing stop.
That's right.
Just live and be happy. It's too much going on. It's too much going on in life. Just be happy.
Just be happy.
Don't worry.
Be happy.
Be happy. Y'all want to snap with me?
No,
Don't worry.
Tori mad right now.
Nah, she all right. She coming around.
What I'm mad about?
I don't know.
She
Eat
mad
clean
at
and praise God, I reckon.
I just seen a ball of fire just fly by my window all the way up in New York. Tori, you done threw that ball? Yeah, we love Tori.
Voodoo said my hands are always dirty too. Some of these women just ain't that clean.
Oh, that closes the show down right there. Well, good night there. That's a Russell Simmons comment right there. Done.
These comments will not be tolerated.
Y'all hands be ashy.
These comments will not be tolerated on keepingthefaith.com and podcast.
Yeah, that's another thing. Why man hand be ashy and stuff? They don't oil
Hold up,
properly. and
Steve.
stuff.
You can't even see your ass, so don't be
Yeah,
so fresh.
yeah.
Those are dark
That's true.
skin problems.
I don't have no. Oh yeah, man, that's
Don't
true.
worry
You
about
dark
that.
skin. Yeah.
Them dark skin problems. See, you stepping out of line now.
Nah. Well, anybody can get ash in between here, but I don't get
You
that.
can't. You can camouflage yours a little better. I don't show up. I'll show up.
Okay.
Oh
Gotcha.
my gosh. Okay, so my final thoughts to this lady is once again, find yourself. Do not take what you been through in your previous relationships. Do not take that into your new relationship, because you're not going to give that person a chance to love you and to treat you like you need to be loved, because you're always going to be wondering what he's doing, what he's thinking, how he's feeling. Like you're going to be an overthinker at everything that he does. So do not take those feelings into this new relationship. If you feel that you are not ready to trust this man, don't go there. You can still go out, I guess, but just do not take that into this new relationship. Ooh. Because it's going to be a mess. So just make sure that you are knowing what you're getting into. Clear your mind from your past and start all over. You said you prayed about it. This could be the man that God sent for you. So slowly but surely let your guard down and just live life. Just live and be happy. Eat, be merry, have plenty sex. Sorry, Tori.
We got a couple of comments here before you
just
go.
Just get about the sex stuff.
Yeah. Voodoo Child just said, you say that until a 70-year-old man comes looking for your daughter. That's a good point.
Yep.
And Cheryl, I guess one of us in the doghouse. I enjoyed 3 of y'all combo tonight. Oh gosh. Well, somebody combo she didn't enjoy. So hey.
So it got to be you are for team.
Hey.
I mean, you are victim.
Hey.
Why Voodoo Child comment?
Huh?
Y'all, I'm looking at Voodoo Child. Know I'm laughing at him.
Oh, Tori, he said to ask wait, what did Voodoo just say about ask Tori when the last time you seen Voodoo? Where were you? Where were you, Tori? Ooh.
It's not you for team. So you're the one that got scratched off.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Cheryl. I appreciate that.
Latoya says, "Heal, sis. Ain't no time limit. You'll know when you're ready." That's exactly right. You'll know. All right, guys. Anything else you would like to say before we close out?
You did. You back to your normal self.
Man, let me tell you. Tuesday night was
It was okay, girl. It was okay.
I appreciate my guests, the sheriff and can't even think right now, the chief.
Darlington.
Huh?
In Darlington?
Yeah. I was so off Tuesday. Like I was so off. Like you could tell it in my face. You could tell it by my words. Like I was so anticipating that show for it to be like.
You already know the police presence in the black neighborhood is not good right now.
Right. And, that's what we are.
And it amazes me, Veronica, that over there in Darlington, y'all have a black sheriff and a black police chief. That is, when I saw that, I was like, oh my God, just that alone should have been. But everybody just took it the other way.
Yeah,
when
because they don't.
Black fellas on there, I was like, man, this is great.
Well, a lot. Like I said,
the show itself, like the participation of the viewers and all was great. Awesome. Like by the time we got off, it was like 140 something comments.
Yeah,
but
even Hanifa jumped on, and she said you read one of her comments to the sheriff, and that was interesting. But like I said to Veronica earlier today, that because it's 2 black police officers or sheriffs there, a lot of black folks don't care about that no more, because if you white or black, if you experiencing police brutality, then if it's a white or black officer, you don't want no type of brutality. Not saying that these gentlemen caused that, but I'm just saying the mindset. You had a lot of people in this chat that night.
Oh yeah, a lot. And
How was you
Trying
struggling?
to focus on, asking them questions, trying to focus on what the viewers comments were and all that. Like Voodoo. No, I was literally struggling Tuesday. I really was. I was, yeah.
You should have tapped in. If you'd have tapped in, you know, just
No, I
Yeah,
never.
I was waiting,
I never
but
tap in.
no.
Oh, you saying tap into you?
anybody to help you out.
Anybody, yeah. Just call
Yeah.
call the
And I
troops and
should
we
have,
get you.
but it is what it is. But I mean, I
Nah,
got a lot of feedback. I got a lot of good feedback from that show.
because you did better than what you believe you did. You put your bars here, but
Yes.
the folks look at it as information. You taking the time on a weeknight to bring good conversation, and the folks enjoyed it. And so your bar is here, and we understand and respect that. But you did better than what you put on yourself.
But you know what, Veronica? I'm glad that you're on your platform. It's not just one way. It's actually a community thing that everybody can come here, whether they having relationship problems, whether they having questions about, anything that's going on in their community. You know what I'm saying? They come here. Or if they need some spiritual guidance, they can go to keepthefaith.com and podcast. But on a serious note, you're not just one dimensional. This show is about so much more. So that's one good thing about the tangy tea. Sometimes it's tangy, but sometimes it's it's tea.
That's what it's all about. Tangy tea of life. Life ain't always sweet. Sometimes it's tangy. And I'm definitely going to bring it. And I appreciate all of you for watching each week. The new ones that's on here tonight, I appreciate all of you because, like Victor said, this is where it goes down. We talk about any and everything. And that's exactly why I love this
You
platform.
better than primetime TV, baby.
Okay. Thank you, Latoya. Thank you so much. Thank you.
That is correct.
Hey, and for those of you ladies out there, Latoya sells what's that? Tori, what you doing?
Adult toys.
She sells abstaining toys.
Oh yeah, I meant to go back to that.
No,
yeah, somebody was on there saying that.
No.
She sells abstaining material.
No.
Cheryl said she didn't seem like herself. I popped in and popped out. Yes, Cheryl.
And
I don't know because
I'm say Patine. No, Victor.
Wait a minute, Tori. Wait a minute, Tori. I'm responding to
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. Who was that? Latoya? No, not Latoya. Cheryl. Well, she said I didn't seem like myself. Yeah. And I want to apologize to everybody, because I went in with the wrong, my whole vibe was off. So I apologize to everyone that was watching Tuesday. But thank you guys so much. It was way too many comments flooding in, way too many. Yes, and I was trying to get to the comments and ask questions, and it was overbearing. Go ahead, Tori. I'm sorry.
Oh, you good. You got to respond to that. It's your show. I was just going to respond to Victor when he said that she has adult toys to my Tori abstaining. No. Let me answer you, Victor. And I'm talking directly to you. She sells adult toys.
She sells abstaining toys.
Abstaining for me is nothing. Nothing. Nothing.
I'm Bennett. My name Bennett. I ain't in it.
Thank you for watching the Tangy Tea of Life on Thursday, February the 25th of 2021. Wear your mask. Abstain from unmarital sex. And if you do decide to have unmarital sex, please wrap it up.
Oh, thank you, Victor. I want to go to Dan. Dan, I didn't see this. Honestly, based on my perception of things, I think other races marry for stability. African American women marry for love.
That's a fact. That is a fact. Deanna just hit it on the head.
Yeah, I
Good.
missed that. I
That's
missed
a
that
good
comment.
point.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
We need to talk about that.
on it.
We need to talk about that. That's a great comment. Honestly, based on my perception of things, I think other races marry for stability. African American women marry for love.
I don't know if she's still in here, but Deanna, oh my God, you hit the nail on the head with that one.
And Victor knows best.
Oh my God. Huh? I'm gonna tell you this. How many? I don't want to sound racist, but how many of the other races do you hear that marry at 21, 22, and 23 based on what their parents did, what their spouse's parents do? But us, we'll stay in the relationship for 30 years before we get married. Waiting on James to do right.
That's the problem. That's what I'm saying. Waiting for that one bird, man. Come on. That one damn bird, man.
Really, Fatigue?
Waiting for that one bird. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Cheryl said, we just be married anybody.
Well, no, they think it's love, but I don't think black women really know what love is. They really don't.
Ooh-wee.
Y'all don't know what love is.
What?
Y'all don't, because
Ooh.
I mean we getting kind of late, but black women do not know what love is, because when a man show you love, you think he being controlling, but
This
when
is
the
late
man
night
buying
tea.
you shit, he's showing you love.
Late night tea.
I've been
Hold on.
trying to end this show right
I'm
now.
laughing at
We ended. We
laughing-
extended.
I'm laughing at that.
We extended.
But it's the truth.
This is late night tea.
No, you men don't know what love is. Because
I
if you
didn't
knew
say
what
we
love
did.
if you knew what love was, love should have brought your ass home last night.
See,
See, that's the problem. That might be the good problem right there that you're talking about. We look at it through two different sets of glasses, or what that is. That's the problem. That's why this is this. It's good conversation here.
Veronica, next show, may I suggest we talk about what is love and examples of love.
Writing it down.
Yeah, you ain't got to write it down. All you got to do is think of Tina Turner. What love got to do with it?
Because because now we're not talking about intimacy no more. We're talking about love. Because when I love you, I'm gonna look out for your best interests.
Y'all don't know what love is.
No, y'all don't know what love is.
Yeah, and I think y'all put more on the outside stuff than anything.
You know what love is, Veronica? When I told that woman that she need to buy her husband some tires for Valentine's Day, and she was like, "Them tires expensive." That ain't love, because if you really, really love that man, you would have just bought the tires and didn't worry about how much they cost, because you just would have took the money out of his account. He don't care.
Why would I take money out of his account for?
Because that's what y'all do.
It's a gift for him.
But that's what y'all do, though.
No, that's not what y'all do. If I'm buying somebody a gift, why would I spend their money to buy the gift? That makes no sense.
But you know what you'll do? Then you'll say, well, baby, I'm a little short on the light bill and the water bill. Can you cover this? So y'all just flip the money back around. Y'all just make it look another different way. That's what y'all do.
And what do y'all do?
Huh?
Not a damn.
We read scripture.
Oh, okay. That's what y'all do. Okay.
We read scripture
and the book must be upside down. The way we act.
Yeah, because y'all something else.
Even some of the ministers can't get it right.
Tori.
Right, Pam. Not all women. Not all women.
Tori, stop, Tori.
Let me see.
Yep, me.
Boy, because we're going to dip out. What Voodoo says, black men take more abuse in relationships than any other men. White men just kill their wives.
I ain't gonna laugh at that one, but it is. I wonder how much abuse. But white people get divorced in a minute. They out.
Well, if you ain't happy, bye.
Yeah, they done. They gone.
All right. Let's wrap it up. Victor,
Tori.
you couldn't even get scripture out your mouth.
Tori,
Tori, don't pay no attention, girl. I just laugh and keep moving. Tori, don't do that. He gonna make another meme.
I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, guys, let's wrap it up. We've been on here going on 2 hours. Guys, thank you so much for watching Sanctity of Life. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate all of your comments. I just love y'all for tuning in each and every week. Victor with his smile. I mean, I just love it all. Thank you guys so much. We really appreciate y'all so much, because if it wasn't for you all, we would not be sipping this tea every week. So thank y'all guys so much. If you would like, you can, I don't want to sound like we need money, but, we do keep this show going with StreamYard, and, we do pay a monthly fee for StreamYard. So if you guys would like to, help us out a little bit, while this pandemic is going on and we're doing this live stream, you can cash out V Cauthen. That's a VCAUTHEN.
Mm-hmm.
Oh goodness.
I just want to say we can
Generous,
plan this. Maybe we
huh?
should plan a tea where we do this all together. If y'all agree to it. I know it's COVID, so I plan on coming down hopefully sometime next month. And, I'll do whatever, I've taken my first shot, going for my second shot of the vaccine, but I come down, I'll take any COVID tests that we need to be safe and do what we need to do. But maybe we can get together and do a show live.
COVID, so I'm good.
Yeah.
No, you're not.
Taking
You
my
can get
shot.
it again, Victor.
Right,
No, I
Victor.
can't, Tori.
Yes, you can.
Name one person who had it twice.
Devo that died.
No.
Oh my God. Don't say
Devo
that.
that died. Devo died. The actor. He had it
Who is
twice.
Devo?
The guy from Friday.
That's on Friday.
Devo.
Yeah, Friday.
I never heard of Devo.
The guy, the black guy with the funny eye. Zeus, yeah.
Oh, Debo. Oh,
Debo, yeah, not Devo. Sorry, with a V.
What you thought
With
he
B.
said?
He said V.
he didn't
Devo.
have it twice. That's just what they gonna put on.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So let's wrap it up. We're in 2 hours, but thank y'all guys. Thank everyone for watching the tea. Like I said, each and every week, we appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much. Thank you for the love. I just love this platform and what we are doing out here in the community. Thank my co-host Victor for sitting in with us tonight. Thanks, my girl Tori. Keep the Faith podcast. Please make sure you check her out, Tori. She have special podcasts on her page as well. So make sure you check Tori out. My brother Fatine, all the way from New York, WBLS radio station. I appreciate you for taking time out. Very busy schedule each and every week as well.
I just want to say,
Amy, I'm working on that. I'm working on the stars. I got to figure out how I can get that done. Amy asked why don't I have the star to donate? Yeah, I got to work on it. I got to figure that out. And I actually have to take time and study that and figure it out, because like my schedule is like bam, 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 but I have to take time out for that. Victor, you always cheat. Thank you guys so much for joining me, my co-host and Tori and Fatine. I really appreciate y'all so much each and every week. Thank you. Once again, family out there, thanks for watching. Have a safe night. Wear your mask, protect yourselves, and practice that social distancing. And until next week, God willing, we will check you out right here on Sanctity of Life. Have a good night, everyone.